What's going on, NBA fanatics? This is your friendly neighborhood Memphis Grizzlies, home of Memphis X, and I talk hoops. Today, we are talking about the Memphis Grizzlies keeping it together with a big win at home versus the defending champions. But first, every hero needs their theme music.
Piano.
Grizz gang, go hard. Yeah. Baddest in the game, we be on one. I talk hoops, so sit your all up on the court, but we gon' score. Memphis bringing heat straight from Tennessee. Ja Morant spiking, let's go for he that MVP.
This is Memphis X with iTalkHoops. While you are here, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell to be notified every time I drop a video. I have a goal to reach 3,000 subscribers by the playoffs, and I'm going to need your help to get there. Thank you. Well, obviously, I chose a bad time to have to step away from the mic. Had some things going on, but I am back now, and we are going back in grind mode. The Grizzlies, of course, have had a lot happen since my last video, a lot. And we're going to talk about that tomorrow on a day right before the game. But we're not going to really talk about the preview of the Dallas game. But a little bit, we're going to talk about everything that went on with the Grizzlies tomorrow. Today is about happy things, great things, and that is beating the hell out of the Golden State Warriors. That felt good. It felt like a breath of fresh air for the entire fan base of the Memphis Grizzlies. There's been so much going on, and man, if you can go back to how this season started, the optimism from this early season into where we are now, man, it's just a laundry list of things that went on. But there is a silver lining to what has happened. And that silver lining is this. This team is going to have to figure out how to play without Steven Adams. And I know you guys have heard me harping on this all season, that he has been a crutch for this team. He has let them get away with a lot of stuff, having a lot of weaknesses, especially on this roster. It's going to let the front office see the real deficits on this team. Hopefully we get Steven Adams back for the playoffs. Hopefully we get Ja Morant back for the playoffs. Unfortunately, we won't get Brandon Clark back for the playoffs. But like I said, today is about happy things. And the happiest things that we can talk about is this Grizzlies victory. 131-110. The Warriors had a little slight run in them mid-game. But other than that, the Grizzlies really kicked their ass the entire night. We played them again in about 8 days, about a week, next Saturday. We play them again at FedEx Forum. And hopefully we can deliver another ass-kicking. Of course, there's the verbal rivalry and on-court rivalry with Dylan Brooks and Draymond Green that seems to be getting spicier. And I'm going to tell you guys, if we get Steven Adams and Ja Morant back for the playoffs and we end up having to face the Warriors, I'm not going to be mad about it. I promise you I'm not going to be mad about it. Of course, the Warriors do have their own injury issues. Andrew Wiggins has been out with a family thing for a while. Hopefully everything's good with him. And then Jonathan Kuminga twisted his ankle in the pregame. It's crazy stuff. But they had their three stars. They had Steph Curry. They had Klay Thompson. And they had Draymond Green. And they had Poole, Looney. They had everybody but Wiggins. So the Grizzlies were without Ja Morant, Steven Adams, Brandon Clark. So it should have been to their advantage, but they are just as bad on the road, if not worse on the road than the Memphis Grizzlies. So that probably helped us out a lot. And the Grizzlies just shoot a lot better on the home court. So I haven't really looked at the schedule to see how the Grizzlies are going to fare. I have to do it with a fresh, positive mindset because for the last, week or so since things are starting to go downhill, it's really, 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 really gave me a sour outlook on what the Grizzlies are going to do for the rest of the season. But I have to remember we still have Desmond Bane, we still have Jaren Jackson, and we might get our other two starters back later on, right before the playoffs. So there is no reason to be in despair for the Grizzlies. We are still the third youngest team in the NBA. We are still currently tied for second in the West. Might not end up there. Depends. But there were some good signs from this game. And the number one good sign was basically Jaren Jackson playing the whole first quarter. Jaren Jackson playing 32 minutes. Jaren Jackson plus 27. Jaren Jackson, 21 points. Only thing about it, I don't want Jaren Jackson to be fourth in shot attempts in a game. He needs to be first or second every game. Still 21 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, a block, a steal. He is getting comfortable. Playing with his brother, Xavier Tillman. It's going to be interesting because we're getting to see a lot of Santi Aldama, Jaren Jackson pairings. And if Santi and Jaren can both shoot like they did, they know they're not going to shoot 6 for 9 every night as two. But if they can get their shot attempts up and give us 2 to 3 3-pointers apiece on a nightly basis, even if they have to go high volume, I think that will bring a lot of dividends. Tyus Jones, of course, is auditioning for his next team. So he had 22 and 11 assists, 3 steals, 8 of 17 from the floor, 3 of 9 from three-point land. Desmond Bane had 21 points. So the Grizzlies had 3 20-point scorers with no Ja Morant. It's crazy, crazy. So it's been a good comeback win for the Grizzlies. And when I say comeback win, they led the game wire to wire, but I'm saying they were coming back off of a very, very trying road trip, a road trip that might have ended some lesser teams. So hopefully the Grizzlies can bounce back. Hopefully they can keep it together, and hopefully Taylor Jenkins can learn how to utilize Jaren Jackson on the offensive end in this next month. Jaren Jackson I know he is the front runner for Defensive Player of the Year, but Jaren Jackson is a potent offensive weapon also. And I think if they can get that back to where they were during Ja Morant's rookie year, where they were running a lot of spread pick and roll with Ja Morant and Jaren Jackson, and teams were having just hell trying to defend that. Even when you see in these games, anytime you put Jaren in the pick and roll, teams have trouble defending it. I don't care if it's Tyus Jones as the ball handler, Desmond Bane as the ball handler, Luke Kennard as the ball handler. If you put Jaren Jackson as the pick guy, as the guy setting the screens, the screener, defenses have a hard time defending that. Now, of course, I don't have any stats to back that up. I'm going to find those stats, hopefully, to see if my eyes are the same. My eye test is the same as what's actually happening statistically with Jaren Jackson as the screener. But I think it has been a very good play for the offense. So, like I said, it's good to be back on this mic. It's good to talk to the Grizzlies fans again. Of course, I'm always on Twitter. You can get in there, get on there, send me a message, tweet at me, We can discuss whatever you want about the Grizzlies because that's all I'm basically on there to talk about and get some laughs. But like I said, tomorrow we're going to talk about what is actually going on with this team. Peace.